Hey, good afternoon, you guys. Welcome to Marley Grace Creations. I'm Marlene. Welcome to my page. We'll just give a couple minutes for everybody to hop on, but if you're watching me from YouTube, welcome to my channel. I appreciate you being here. Tonight, well, this afternoon, it's this afternoon here. I'm not sure where it is, what time it is where you are. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for hopping on. I haven't been on in a few days. I have been nursing a sick dog. Well, not sick, but she had surgery, and I have not felt the greatest. And then I started working in this craft room, and I'm telling you, when you start moving stuff around and tearing it all to pieces, it's kind of hard to craft in it. You have to get it straightened back out. So anyway, hey, Sherry, how are you? I just saw you a little while ago on Sherry's page. Oh, good to see you. I've got my iron heating up. We are going to decoupage a napkin on this sign. And so I got this napkin while I was on vacation a few weeks ago in Pigeon Forge. And I was surprised because this is the way the front of it looked. Hey, Wendy. Yay. Oh, you got me live. And so it's a whole barn and it's night. So I know it's Christmas, but I've got to work on Christmas, y'all. I apologize if it offends anybody. I don't decorate my house this early, and I don't normally do Christmas this early, especially still in the fall season. Hey, Connie, how are you? But I've got a craft show coming up. In between the craft show, I have got Old Ladies Retreat that I have to work on Christmas with them, and then so anyway, I love Pigeon Forge too. We had a great time. Good afternoon, y'all. Hey, Linda, how are you? Thank you guys for hopping on. I don't usually come on this early in the afternoon, but I'm in the mood to craft, and I missed everybody, so here I am. Hey, friend, how are you, Miss Nancy? Okay, what I'm going to do first is, uh-oh, I might be getting another napkin. This is stuck. No, it's not. It's okay. I took the plies off of this napkin already, but I'm going to do one just to show you because everybody might not know how to do that. You know, sometimes we, especially crafters, we take stuff for granted, don't we? And we think everybody knows what we're doing, and we might be boring you, but there could be somebody out there that does not know. Hey, Melanie, how are you? So I'm going to get some Mod Podge out here. I'm going to need it in a minute. I'm just going to separate. Well, here's that Mod Podge I haven't opened yet. After the live, I need to just open that bottle. I keep picking that thing up. So let's just finish using some of this. Where did you get the napkin? I got this napkin at Tuesday morning in Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge. So anyway, I thought it was very pretty, and I was very surprised when I opened it up and got, let's see you on, who said that? Hey, Melanie, I'm glad to be on too. Hey, Ava, I tell you, I have been, I have two dogs that are about the same size, and they're big, and they love each other, thank goodness, because I haven't had that second one long. Let me get this off of here. And, okay, let me cut that off of here. And it's hard to keep them separated because they love to play, but they're both big dogs. And the last one we got, I think some of y'all have seen her on one of my pages. Her name is Shatley. She got fixed, and so she's got to stay calm and stay, not play, and not, you know, all that stuff. So it's hard keeping her from doing all that. Thank you. My hairdresser sometimes is my cousin. She was here from Michigan, and she usually pulls my hair through a cap for me while she's here. Well, she did, and I think she got carried away, but it's been this blonde before. It'll grow off and it'll be fine. So, but I have got to get a haircut desperately. I barely you now. I barely what me now? Sue Ellen? You barely what me now? Okay. Did you guys get to see what I did? I just took some Mod Podge, put it on my finger, and just did like that and pulled it off. I think I was talking, didn't even show you. The napkin is beautiful. I love this napkin. So, and this, you know, in this napkin, a lot of times you'll get 4 sections, or you'll get 1 pretty section and 3 that's not so pretty. You really don't know what you have till you open up your napkins. So that's one good thing about buying napkins from somebody that has a napkin club, because you know exactly what you're getting. But in this case, you get the whole barn. And that's what I'm going to decoupage on this sign. And I've already painted it, put a top coat on this. Autocorrect. Don't you love it? And, oh, thank you, Wendy. I would die for your hair, girl. You have the prettiest body in your hair. Mine is poker straight. And I've just distressed these edges a little bit because I just like that. So, I'm going to take my water pen. You do not have to use a water pen. You do not have to go out and buy a water pen. If I can find my water pen. Here it is. It is easy because your water's always clean that's in here. And you don't have to use distilled water and all that. Just use tap water. It's up to you. Hey, Beverly. And so you can use just a paintbrush and water. It works great. But make sure your water's clean. If you've already dipped into that water 4 or 5 times and that water is murky, it's black, it's white, it's gray, it's whatever, don't use it because it's going to ruin whatever you put on there. Hey Pam, how are you? Hey Wendy. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go over the top of this. It's so straight. See how I cut it off? It's so straight. And I'm going to do this with an iron. I've got an iron heating up over here. Hopefully it's not touching anything else. And I am going to decoupage this on with an iron because I don't want any wrinkles on this. And all you have to do, I like this frayed look. See how it just frays and looks all feathery? Can you see that? That's how I like it. I don't like straight edges on most of this stuff. So, and it depends on what you're looking for. If you're going to put it in a picture frame and it's, you know, it's got to be the same on all 4 sides, then it might have to be, you know, it might have to be straight, but that's up to you. And I tore that, but that's okay. We're going to mend that back together. We're going to mend it back together. And see, all I'm doing is taking my water pen and just wetting this edge. That's all I'm doing. And see, I ripped it right there. It's okay. We're going to mend that right back together. I'll show you in just a few minutes. That's not even going to matter. Let me just get some water on this. It doesn't want to tear right there. I probably just didn't get it wet enough. There we go. I like the way it looks, so I'm done. And you do it till you like the way it looks. Hey Patty, how are you? And that kind of goes uphill, but it's not straight, and I kind of like that. So let me put this over here to dry, and I won't get anything else on it. I'm gonna move this in front of you closer here so you guys can see a little better what I'm doing. There we go. Well, I'm not crazy about this idea, Patty, but I have got to get some of this Christmas stuff done. And, you know, I hate not to do it and not share it with you. So, that's what we're going to do. So, let me get a brush. I bought this brush at Dollar Tree sometime or other. And it's a big old fat blush brush. These are my favorite decoupage brushes because they're soft and they're big and they go a long way. And that's just what I like to use. And you guys just find what you love and use it. Don't go out and buy everything everybody says. Well, I use this and I use that, it's okay. But if you see something somebody uses and you think, wow, I could use that better than what I'm doing, then by all means go buy it. But I just use what is comfortable for me to use. I try not to get into, you know, Lord knows I buy enough. But, okay, what I'm going to do right now is, and I may diamond dust a little bit of this. I'm just going to get my brush in here and get some Mod Podge on. I'm going to go all the way to the edges, even though I'm not going to quite need that much because it doesn't quite go the edge. I'm not sure what I might do with that. Hey, Marie. Hey, Diane. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming on. Guys, if you're loving what you see, share the hearts over on the side. This is not going to go all the way to the top, so I'm not going to go all the way to the top. Well, you know what? I am too, because I'm going to put some graphics on this with some vinyl and just a little bit, and it does stick better to vinyl, to slick, so I am going to just do that. I'm just getting a thin, smooth coat, no globs and all that stuff. Let me put it back in my water and close this up. Okay, my craft iron is what? Let's see. I've got to switch. I thought I had. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I've got to switch. I only have 3. There. I only have 3 little plugs over here, and that is about to change because I'm not doing this again. So I need to get this good and dry with my heat tool, and then I'll have to plug my glue gun in. Hey, Cheryl. How are you? It's hard to see comments. You guys, can somebody swipe comments over if you know how to do that? Will you swipe the comments over so you can not see any and see what happens? Wendy, especially if you're on or if Kim's on. Because I was on a friend's page today and I thought, well, somebody asked me the other day about comments and said they couldn't swipe the comments away. Hi, Cheryl. And so I thought, that's crazy. Is that on the new page, or is that because they don't know how? I mean, I don't know. So I was on a friend's page today, and I went to swipe the comments over so I could see her project, because I could barely see her project through all the comments. And normally what that does is clears that area. Swipe to the right. Okay, so if you swipe to the left, what does it do? Does it leave this dark box? Because when I swiped hers to move the comments out of the way, what was left was like a really, it was like a dark, not black, it wasn't blacked out. I could kind of see through the dark, but not much. I swiped and can see all of you. Good, Diane. Good. How do you overlap napkins without showing? With skill, Nancy. Oh, won't swipe to the left. Okay, so swipe to the right. So when you swipe to the right, which to me is this way, it's all clear. There's not a dark spot, because it was about this much. Maybe that much. That was just dark, almost like dark brown. Just a momentary glitch. I hope so. I hope so, because that is so frustrating. Nancy, honestly, to answer your question, it depends on the napkin and what you're using, because some things are more forgiving than others as far as the, you know, the print goes, and you can blend stuff, mend it together kind of, and it works good. Some things you just can't. So it's still dark. Okay. And I wonder if it's the ones of you who have a new page or the ones of you who have the old page that it's happening to. I don't know. Okay, yes, I get a dark box, and at the bottom left corner of the box, there's a small white icon if you touch the box. Okay, there's something down there that should say something index, chat index. I forgot. It's supposed to be okay, but it doesn't work like that. I don't know. Guys, I'm sorry. I mean, I almost feel like I have to hold the craft up here to keep it out of the way, but I can't do that. See, I have a new page too, and you don't ask for the new page, you just get it, right? So, you get it whether you want it or not. Let me get a bigger brush and get a little more Mod Podge on here. Rule of thumb, I always, when I swipe right, I see all of you. That's good. Do you, Sherry, do you have an old page or a new page? Do you know? Because some of you still have the classic page and some of you have the brand new page. I have the brand new page. I wish I didn't, but I do. Well, I don't know what to tell you, y'all. I hope you can see. I'll try my best to keep it to where you can if I have to hold it up more. And if you can't see and you have questions, just ask and I'll answer, hold it up, show you closer, whatever I need to do, y'all. I don't know either, Sherry. I know it's frustrating for everybody. I'm just putting a second coat of Mod Podge, you guys, and it doesn't really matter if you use matte, if you use gloss. It doesn't matter as long as it's Mod Podge, and you can use any other kind of medium. You don't have to use Mod Podge. It's just what. Sometimes I use polyacrylic. Sometimes I use Dixie Belle's top coat. Just depends. If I'm worried about it yellowing later, I might try something besides Mod Podge, but I'm not worried about this. Hey, Francis, how are you? Did that clear it? Well, not for me. If I don't want to see comments, I will have to do it myself. So if you swipe your comments to the side, it only works for your page, to my knowledge. Emma Kay, how are you? I am making a sign, a wall sign, wall decor in Christmas, and it's Barn at Night. I'll show you the napkin in just a minute. And I'm going to put a bow on this and some pine and the word "Oh Holy Night" with some red. So it'll be a sign somebody can actually hang up in the kitchen or wherever for Christmas. And I'm just getting this Mod Podge dry, and we're going to reactivate it here in just a minute. Read Rhonda's comments. Rhonda, where's Rhonda? I don't see. I do not see Rhonda. She must be way back. Okay, Rhonda. Depends on the version. Swipe to the right, press the arrow button left corner, or click upper right first box. Okay, well, y'all heard that. Try it. I don't know. It shouldn't have to be that complicated and go through all of that. Just, you know. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna need my heat tool anymore, so I've got to unplug this, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm playing musical chairs with my cords here because I only have 3 plugs in this thing. That's going to change soon. Okay. Always get some parchment paper, you guys, when you're decoupaging, or, oh, thank you, Emma. When you're decoupaging, always use parchment paper or Teflon sheet. Don't ever use wax paper. And I've heard not butcher block paper either. Now, I don't know if that's the case, but let's see. I have the new Facebook and I just swipe right to move comments out of the way. Well, I am too, but today, Francis, when I was on Kim's page, I tried it just to see what happened because somebody complained on another page like yesterday or sometime. And so when I swiped the comments away, there was a dark box around like a fourth of the bottom and it hid the whole craft. I sent Kim some screenshots of that today. So bless her heart, like she don't have enough going on. Okay, this is just about perfect. It doesn't go quite to the edge, but we can use paint. Oh, my nose is itching. I'm sorry, y'all. We can add some more napkin or add some paint, put some snow, whatever around this. So I'm going to go up a little bit in case I need to add something. And what I always do is I always start in the middle. That way it's not going to move anymore. Hey, Wendy. Okay. This is what I'm doing, y'all. This is the napkin. Looks like a barn. So I'm going to put this parchment paper down. And I always start in the middle. Because if you start in the middle, you don't have to worry about holding on to it and all that. Because if the middle is stuck good, it's not going anywhere else. You cannot move comments. Every day it's something new, right? I'm just ironing. This is a dry iron. This is just a regular clothes iron, but I do not use it on my clothes. This stays in my craft room, y'all. It's very cheap. I think it was about $8 or $10 at Walmart or somewhere. I love this napkin too, Patty. And I just leave it in the craft room. Hated it for clothes, but it works pretty good. Now, I've had a couple of little small craft irons, and I can't stand none of them that I've had. Okay, let me take this up. Let's see what I have. Let's see. I was trying to tag you in an answer. Read it after your project. I will, to keep my sanity. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, this is still hot, but it's down and it's absolutely smooth as butter. Look at that. It looks like it's part of the project already. Well, it is now, but it's that's a napkin on there. It's just a napkin. And I put 2 coats of Mod Podge, dried it, put the napkin down, put parchment paper on top. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to get this tag off. I got this. Oh, I can't. How about that? You don't realize how much you need your glue tool till you don't have it. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Okay. Let's see. Gorgeous. I think so too. I think it is too. I love this. And I have got, I'm going to move this parchment paper out of my way. I don't need it anymore. And I did this on my Cricut a while ago, and it's going to say, it says, "Oh Holy Night." And I just thought this was appropriate because it is night. It is Christmas. And, you know, I could just envision baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph in that barn. So I'm going to try to get this off. Let me burnish this down. And I love the red. There's just a little bit of red in this napkin, and this will bring out a little more red. Tell if you have the old or new page. Oh, I don't know. I just know I have the new page because I have a business page, and for some reason when it changed, I just knew. I'm not sure how I knew though. I'm not sure. My Cricut is wanting to cut too deep, and I'm not sure why it's doing that. That's okay. We're going to get this off. Okay. Okay. I made this a little big because I want to be like the focal point. Let's see. Triple sag is for margaritas, not triples. Sag, triple thick. I know the difference. Okay, I'm going to put this kind of in the middle of where that goes. I'll show you in just a minute. I might regret that, but I don't think I will. Okay. Hey, Doreen, how are you? Because I'm going to put some pine at the top, and I don't want it to cover the words, and I kind of wanted it to be in the center of the, almost like the horizon in the back. Just make sure this is staying down good. It's not going to take my napkin. Oh, it's doing great on the napkin. Absolutely wonderful. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, did pull up a little bit of the napkin. It's just a tiny bit, and it's fine. It looks real natural. It's okay. There, so it says, "Oh, Holy Night." And my hot glue tool should be working. I think I'm going to diamond dust the trees, like to glisten in the snow. I'm not sure. Hey, Margaret. Let me cut some of this pine up. Where is my... Okay. Did I already get it out? Of course I did not get it out. Okay. Okay, let me find my clippers. Right there on top. I must have used them last. Okay. I'm just going to take some of this pine that I have, and I'm just going to cut it up. It looks like real pine to me, and there's just a couple of little pine cones on here too. I don't know how much of it I'm going to need, but I'm going to go ahead and get a lot of it off, just so if I need it, it'll be here. Do you get a haircut? No, I didn't, Em. I need a haircut. I got my hair pulled through a cap and frosted, and it really frosted it. So it's a whole lot more than I anticipated, but it's okay. It's just hair. It'll grow. And I think what happened was there's still so much down here that it just pulled it, you know, blended with that and made it look like it. But when I do get a haircut, some of that will be gone. It's okay. But my cousin was here out of town, and she does it for me, so can't complain, you know. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to use a whole lot of this, but I want to make sure I have enough. So, and I'm going to put some kind of a hanger on the back. Not sure. Maybe just red ribbon. I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to start kind of building this. Just laying it out. Well, it seems twisted here. It's not going the way I want it to. That's better. Oh, thank you, Wendy. It's pretty blonde, isn't it? My husband loves it, though, so, you know, if he loves it, I'm happy. Oh, no, I'm dropping hot glue. I've got so much gray in my hair lately that either or works, whether it's gray or blonde or what. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Yours is, too. I wish I had some body. And I used to get perms all the time. Can't do that no more. Can't stand it. Then I had breast cancer, and I just stopped doing all that stuff to it. And now I just can't bring myself to go back and do it anymore. So now it's just straight as a poker. So I want this to look like it's just kind of naturally. Can you guys see? I want to make it look like it's just kind of naturally laying across the top. I can't even talk. This is pretty pine. It's really, really dainty. It's really fine and little. It looks real. Looks kind of like the pines in our yard, in our woods. Your hair is solid white now. Oh, my husband's is too. I wish mine was. Lucky, you don't have to do anything to it. He has beautiful hair. Everywhere we go, some little lady, I shouldn't say that, I am one, but anyway, wants to touch it, wants to rub his hair. Oh, welcome, Shirley. Oh, goodness, we have a newbie. Thanks for being here, Shirley. I appreciate you hopping on. We do have fun, don't we, Patty? Usually. I hadn't been on in a few days, and it felt rather weird. I have been taking care of my baby dog. My huge baby dog. And I can't believe she's not in there barking. She must have decided to lay down and go to sleep like I told her to do. Let's see. I need one more little piece. Let's see if I can cut one. You know, I'll hold this up. I might decide it needs some on the top. Sometimes you have to just hold things up and stand back and look because you think it's how you want it, and then it's not. She is doing great, Wanda. Thank you. She's, the hardest part is keeping the two of them separated so they won't roughhouse, because they do that constantly, and I'm scared. And I put a, for any of you who's on my page, I put a cone on her yesterday. I'm telling you what, that was the pitifulest thing. And I know it's for her own good, but she stood like this and looked at the floor. I mean, for forever, and she wouldn't move. And I thought, oh my gosh, she can't keep doing that. That's pathetic. So, Anyway, okay, I am going to put a little on top here. And so I finally decided, you know what, I'm taking that crazy thing off. And I'm going to make her a dress or shirt or whatever in the world you call it. So I got my husband's t-shirt out and put her tail through the neck part and her feet, her hind legs through the arm parts. That worked. She lay down and went right to sleep and acted like it was comfortable. So that worked. We built a house and I put this pine on top of the window. Not this, but kind of like this. And, oh, I know, I've got a pool noodle outside and I was just at the point where I was going to go out there and find my pool noodle if that little shirt didn't work. And put that on her and try it. If nothing else, go to PetSmart and get one of them little doohickeys. So I bet you I get one and have it on hand for next time if I ever need one. But if you ever want your dog to be still, put a collar on him. I'm telling you what, that poor kiddo didn't move. I feel so sad for her. Hey, Serena. Okay. I wish I had some red berries, and I do somewhere. Maybe I could paint a few of these tiny little beads I have. This would be really pretty with some red berries in it, I believe. That's hot. I'll show you in just a second what I got going on here. Okay, there's some pine, and there's going to be a big bow. Well, not real big, but there's going to be a bow there. When do you get the pine? Where? Probably Hobby Lobby. Let's see if there's still, let's see if there is a sticker on what I just ripped off. Let's see. No, it says Pine Leaf Bush Mainstay, and that's Walmart. So sometime or other, and it's hard to tell because I feel like I've had this a long time. I actually just ran across a bunch of it the other day in something. So, I hear my husband's home, so he will get the dogs. Yay. Let me get another glue stick. I'm just going to put one pine cone on each side, and that'll be all it needs. She hears him too. And I don't want them exactly in the same spot on each side. Let's just let that cool just 1 second. Hey, Becky, how are you? Okay, there. It's got a couple of pine cones on it. Let's see. I may paint a couple of berries. Hold on, let me get some of these little tiny... Okay, let me get a skewer stick and see if I can put a skewer stick on that. Because I don't think it'd take but 3 or 4. Oh, okay. Well, I'll put one on each skewer stick because you know what? That's all I can put on there. But if I put one on each one and hold them all, I can paint them pretty quick. Hey, Rosalind, how are you? Thank you for hopping on. I am making some wall decor for Christmas. I'm going to be in a Christmas craft show soon, and so I'm kind of getting a jump on Christmas. I'm sorry. A lot of people are saying, yay, finally Christmas. I think Patty did, but some others are like, oh, please don't do Christmas. So there's 6. I think 6 will be fun. I'll do one on each. 3 on each side. Thank you guys for welcoming her. For welcoming her. Thank you, Patty. But this is, so far, what we have. This is a napkin, and it says, Oh Holy Night. That's made with vinyl. And then I'm putting some pine on the top, and I may, let me get a little bitty brush. I may, put some, well, I don't use diamond dust. A lot of people call it diamond dust, and I do too, but it's not. It's real fine glitter. It's called diamond something, but I don't use diamond dust because that stuff is real glass. And when you have children running around and dogs that sometimes getting stuff, if I were to drop some in the floor, I've heard of people getting it in their hands and in their eyes, and I'm just kind of afraid of it. So I don't use the real diamond dust. I use what looks like diamond dust. And you can get that at Hobby Lobby. I pour some paint in a cup. If I'm going to do a whole bunch, but I have a sweet friend that sent me a bead threader, and that works great if I'm going to do a bunch to go on a string or something, but just for this, for some little berries, I think this will be great. Oh, I better get it off the top of my project in case I drip it. That'd be horrible. Okay, there we go. There's 6. Oh, great. This is not good. All right, hold on. I gotta play musical chords again. Goodness. Okay. Since I don't need the iron anymore, I won't need to plug that in at all. Okay, get that out of my way. Now, I think we're all set. Yes. Do you have a website for the napkins? No, I don't. I got these napkins at Tuesday morning. In actually Pigeon Forge, but you know they may have it at different ones. I don't know. It wouldn't take this but a second to dry. Thanks all for the, I hope that says warm welcome and not the war. Uh-oh. My door's open. Okay. Right there. Right there, where it always is. Right there. My husband looking for cat food. Okay. I think these are dry enough. And even though these are beads, they're going to look like berries in there, so. can get them to stay put. Shatley loves a bark, loves a bark, loves a bark. Let's see, I think I need to get one right up here. Get it up there so it can dry. Okay, I think that'll stay. Okay, let them dry just a little bit. I think that's fine. Now, I'm going to make a bow. It's not going to be a fancy bow. It's just going to be a bow. I'm going to use this plaid. I love this black and white. I'm just going to make a bunch of loops. But I'm going to have to cut it and play with that a little bit more because they need to be closer to the same size here. Hey Louise, how are you? I do have an easy bow maker and I have been reading, not reading, I have been watching. So one of these days I will get that thing out, make an easy bow. But for this, it doesn't have to be, you know, anything big and fluffy. It just needs to be on here. I can laugh anytime cause you make it. Well, not really, but you know, it could be worse. And this is hard because it's not, this is not, what do you call it, wired. This is not wired ribbon. It's just ribbon. So it's just going to be, you know, a winter looking ribbon hanging here. Just going to get this down. Oh, thank you, Lucy. It's kind of a joke around here, right, y'all? I don't do, oh, it's good to be on here too, Sharon. I don't do beautiful bows. I'm getting better at some of it, but when it's not wired, it's real hard anyway. So let me just get this turned around while it's drying. I think there just needs to be short tails because I don't want to hide my holy night. This is so cute. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Terry. Okay, let's see, is it stuck? There is a bow. Okay, I've got to do something with this. I've got to make a hanger. Maybe I'll use the same ribbon. Let's see. I hadn't thought of that, but we'll see how it goes. I think I will do this. Okay, let me cut it. I like this look. So I'm going to have to turn this over, but I'm going to have to let it hang off just a little bit. So I don't know how much of this you guys will be able to see. Let me move it closer to me. What I usually do, no, it's not the piece. Where is the piece I just cut? There it is. Yes. I usually take another piece and go over it. And I'll show you. It stabilizes it. And it looks nice. And I'm going to turn this just a little bit and put it that way. So when you put it on a, maybe I should turn it the other way. Yes, we'll turn it that way. Hey Melba, how are you? Good to see you. I'm just going to get 2 square pieces just to put on the back of this to stabilize it. Makes it look nice too. Hey Lane, how are you? The Bodabra. It's easier than the Easy Bow Maker. I haven't ever heard of that. If it's something new. Okay, that's gonna have to dry. But it won't take it but a minute. I don't want to turn it around. Okay, that's what we have so far. And I'm going to put some, what I call diamond dust, on some of these trees to make it look like, you know, sometimes it snows and at night how the lights make the trees just glisten. I love the way that looks. So, and this is what I use, and it's called Extra Fine Diamond. I call it diamond dust. I'm sure it's not really diamond dust. It's extra fine glitter. Okay, I'm just going to put it on the parts of the trees. Let me show you. I'm just going to put some of this on the parts of the trees that have snow on them, just the white parts. And I'm going to put some up here too on the barn where it has some snow. So that way it'll just glisten on those little parts. And not a lot. I'm not putting a ton of it. And for those of you coming on, you guys, I'm not decorating for Christmas. I'm getting ready for a Christmas craft show. So I kind of have to work on Christmas while I can. And in order for me to do lives with and without you, I'd have to do lives all day long. So I can't very well do that. So we're just getting a jump on Christmas, that's all. All I'm doing is getting a fine brush and putting some Mod Podge on here where the snow is on top of the barn and on some of the trees. And then I'm going to put some of this diamond dust, I call it, on here. And I'm just putting it on where I put the glue. I call it, well, Mod Podge. And it's not going to show up real good until it all dries. Now, I get to knock it off of here. So, I'm going to move this out of my way, and I'll clean up that just a little bit. Because I just took the bag out of my trash can. Isn't that great? I'm just going to take this and try and dry the Mod Podge. Hey, Terry, how are you? Let's see, what state am I in? I'm in North Carolina. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. Is it my accent that gives it away? I know, I think I said this not too long ago. One lady was watching me and her and her grandson, and he said to her, "Grandma, is she a hillbilly?" Like, okay. Oh, Texas. You're in Texas. Is it getting cool in Texas yet, or is it still hot? It's just about to get dry. It really doesn't glisten until the Mod Podge gets dry, or whatever you used. The craft show I'm going to be in is American Legion in Lincolnton, North Carolina. And it is, forgot the dates, Melba. If you'll get with me, I'll give them to you exactly. I think it's about 3 weeks. That's why I'm stressing. I'm not really stressing, but I got a lot to do, and I've got a women's retreat, and they're wanting to do crafts too. So guess who's in charge? Okay, you guys, here you go. So that is a $4, and it was probably on sale. It probably was not $4 from Dollar General because I just took the tag off. And hey, AB, how are you? I'm sorry I'm doing Christmas, but here we are. And so then this is just some pine that I had from something. I painted the little berries to go in the pine with a couple of pine cones. And then I added some glisten to the snow. But this Oh Holy Night was created on my Cricut. So thank you, Wendy. Bless your heart. So there you go. And this will hang really pretty on a nail. So there you go. That is some Christmas home decor. It's pretty simple. Emma, these, check Tuesday morning. Do you have a Tuesday morning? Do you have a Tuesday morning? Because that's where these came from. What was I going to say? I forgot. I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, I know, AB, it is pretty, but it is kind of hard to do Christmas right now. But I don't have much choice. You don't have a Tuesday morning. Oh, my goodness, Emma. They have beautiful napkins. Oh, and that brings me to this question. Several of you ladies have said, can we do a napkin club? I don't know how really to do a napkin club. I know I have an abundance of napkins I would like to sell. So what I think I'm going to do is get a lot of my napkins that are a lot extra and bundle them and just put a price on them and you know, do that. And if that leads to, do you have mastered? Oh no, I'm not mastered bows yet, but I'm going to get on here one day with my easy bow maker and make some bows. But right now I'm looking for really pretty wide ribbon because it kind of takes that. But you know, you don't have to use wide. I have some wide, but not a lot of Christmas, and it won't be long. I'll be, you know, right now what I have is like spring, Easter, summer, sunflowers. I've got a lot of little checks like this, these little checks. I've got orange, pink, green, black, red and black. So I've got a lot of that, but you need a lot more ribbon. So when I accumulate some more ribbon, I will get on here with my easy bow maker and we'll make some bows. And so all of you who are experts can get on here and give me some advice. No, Donna, I'm not going to the Sparkle Retreat in Oklahoma. Are you? Right now, my life is way too crazy. I've got 2 big dogs. One of them just got spayed, and I'm taking care of her and trying to keep them separated. I have a ladies' retreat. I have a, what did I just say? A craft show coming up. Not to mention Thanksgiving and Christmas and a lot of classes that I'm into right now. So Sam's does have wide ribbon. They have really pretty wide ribbon too. And you get a lot on the rolls too. Sorry, but not a fan of checks. I feel checks are overdone. I like some of the Christmas checks blended in with things as far as like the buffalo checks. I'm kind of over the buffalo checks too, y'all. I've done a few things in buffalo checks. And I will, but you know, everybody wants to paint these black and white checks on everything. And some of it is beautiful, and I still do it on a few things. But I don't, because, I mean, everybody else is doing it. Y'all don't want to just see one more person paint black and white checks. I don't believe. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to get off from here. Thank you, Paula, for hopping on. Good to see you. Are you going, Donna? Good. You have a good time. Do you have a business page? If you have a business page, you're welcome to come in on your business page name, because you know, a lot of you guys, a lot of the other creatives, I may follow you and I get a lot of ideas from you, and you know, sometimes I comment, get suggestions if somebody says, but I don't know exactly who you are because I don't know you by your personal name. So I was on several of the bigger pages for a long time as Marlene. Well, when I became Marley Grace, it's like they don't know who I am. That's okay. I don't care. But so that's why I'm saying, if you have a business page and you want to come in on my page under your business page name, you're welcome to do that. Amen. You are so awesome. So happy to catch you live. It's good to see you too, AB. It's good to see you too. And, you know, I'm just me and I just do my thing. I don't try to copy anybody. I don't mind giving advice, but sometimes I can sit here and go, less like today. I'm like, okay, this is what I do, y'all. And I'm telling you, 20 minutes before I was cleaning off my desk, I have a lot of blanks I have made because I have bought some new napkins. Thank you, AB, for the stars. Thanks for the stars, y'all. I was sitting here and I was cleaning off some blanks that I had done. And I'm like, oh, there's a long thing. And this is long. And this is a barn. Let's see if it works. And it was almost perfect. So I set it on this and I said, okay, it needs something red. Let's put a name on this. Let's put a title on this. And so, let's see, where did you get a bow maker? I was, that bow maker was handed down to me from my stepmother. You can go on Amazon and get an easy bow maker, though. I understand they're everywhere. So Anyway, and then I thought, okay, it needs something at the top. I have some pine. Let's do some pine. And that's, you know, my brain just goes from one thing to the other, and this is what we end up with. So there you go. I wish I could tell you I planned it all out 100%. And sometimes I do, and I get it all out here, and then at the last minute, it's like, that doesn't need to be like that. It needs to be something else. So thank you. Thank you, Elaine. So I got my bow maker. Did you, Emma? You got a bow maker? Well, learn how to make bows, and maybe you can teach me how to make bows. Anyway, I do enough to get by, and that's all that matters, right? I'm not going to make big, elaborate wreaths and all that. I'm not. I've already done that years ago. Years ago. I have a friend that she has a big arch wreath, and she has a round wreath in her house, and she just passed away. And her girls, when I had my gift shop, her girls said, do you want those wreaths that you made for Mama? I'm like, no, please no. Throw them in the trash. They're so old. So, need to do a bow maker class. Well, when I get good at it, I will. I'm watching. Hey, Kim, how are you? Did you swipe comments, girl? Did you swipe the comments away and see what happened? I've had some lady say, oh, I swipe the comments to the right and it stays, and it's clear and I can see everything. And then some of them said it stayed dark. And I really think it's got something to do with the new or the old classic page. I don't know. I know you do, Emma. So does Stacy. And Stacy's not in here. That's unusual. Anyway, thank you guys for hopping on. I'm going to go and clean this mess up and go check on my dog upstairs. And I don't know when I'll be back on. Who knows? I may be back on here in a couple of hours. I've just been tied with dogs and children and stuff. So, and I've been working in this craft room over there. You wouldn't believe me, but I really have. So, hey, Cheryl, how are you? All right, you guys, I'm going to get off from here now and get some other things done. And if I get ready to be back on, I will put up a post and send you a notification. How's that? Okay, good night.